Good Wednesday morning, Southeast Texas. We'll start out on all of our cameras showing you because we do have a few widely scattered showers as expected in the area this morning on our roofing 911 Skycam network. Temperatures running in the mid-70s over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. Partly cloudy to partly sunny there, and same thing in Port Arthur. We'll show you all the cameras because the weather is differing a little bit across the area as a weak cold front comes into the area. All right, here's Beaumont. It's our roofing 911 Skycam network outside our 12 studios, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. A few light showers through the rain shaft there. There's another one there, very light stuff. Coverage only around 20% or so as these showers work on through along a weak cold front. So overcast conditions here, and same up in the lakes area as well. The front's done moved to the lakes area. They've cooled down. So we may see temperatures drop a few degrees. We're in the 70s now. We may drop 3 or 4 degrees as the light showers and front work on through the area within the next hour or so. Certainly no thunderstorms out there, even though the clouds look pretty anomalous. Up in the lakes area, our roofing 911 Skycam network up in Jasper. No rain up there, no showers at all. Sponsored by Provalis. Overcast conditions. The front has come through, and Jasper's down to 70 degrees. So about a 4 or 5 degree temperature drop as this weak front works on through the area. Our winds will shift to the north, northwest. They'll be variable tonight, so it could be a little bit of patchy fog in spots tonight with those variable winds across the area. But you notice the streets up in Jasper and the rest of the lakes area fairly dry. Didn't see any showers really, not that much anyway, in the lakes area as the front worked there. And then look at Port Arthur, mostly sunny to partly cloudy on our roofing 911 Skycam network, sponsored by Market Basket down in Port Arthur. But you will cloud up as well as that weak front slowly edges toward the coastline, kind of stalls overhead really. So, but we're still going to cloud up even down toward Port Arthur, maybe a couple of showers down there this afternoon as well. But like I said, nothing real heavy. These are just few and far between light showers as the front comes in. Now this morning we started out in the 50s for lows, had a little bit of fog here and there, not much. Didn't have a lot yesterday morning. We'll see what takes place tonight as we look at dew points and winds and clouds, all that good stuff for tonight. And over in Orange, you're kind of in between, partly cloudy and partly sunny there. Our camera sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store over in Orange. There'll be a few light showers here and there in the Orange area as well as this weak front works on in. You started out in the 50s this morning as well. You're in the mid 70s. Like I said, once the front edges past the interstate, it'll stall out, but temperatures could drop some 3 or 4 degrees here and there across parts of the area. Orange, as we said, started out in the 50s. You're in the mid 70s now across Southeast Texas. And of course, a little bit cooler, which will show you that up in the lakes there. There's our camera again outside our 12 studios. All right, let's see what's going on temperature-wise. Notice the temperature difference here. The front hasn't made it through Orange. You're at 76. We've dropped to 67 in Beaumont, 69 Kirbyville, 68 Jasper, Woodville running around 70. That temperature there is a little bit too warm. Notice Houston, you've cooled down in the 60s, so temperatures will drop 2 or 3, maybe 4 degrees as the front continues to work on down. It's going to stall out somewhere right overhead or right near the coastline this afternoon and tonight. So there could be areas of fog as well tonight. And eventually tomorrow, what's left of this front will move back to the north as a warm front, and the humidity and the south winds will be back in the forecast. 76 degrees over in Lake Charles, 75 to Quincy, and there's the cooler readings off to our north. Current burn bands getting dry again, but I think this will be just short-lived because we do expect about an inch of rain or so coming up Saturday night with a stronger cold front. Notice we do have burn bans now for Newton County, Orange County, and Jefferson County. No burning outdoors until we get some more rainfall, and we do have a pretty good chance, as we said in the forecast, coming up Saturday night as the next cold front and upper level trough. Some of those storms could be pretty heavy, by the way, too. We'll get to that in just a moment on Saturday night as that front works on in. All right, there's that little band of light showers pretty much overhead right now. Nothing too heavy. Notice to the northwest getting already some breaks in the clouds across North Texas, North Central Texas. But our clouds will probably hang pretty tough. We'll stick with mostly cloudy skies the rest of the day as this front pretty much stalls out right overhead over the next few hours. Otherwise, some high clouds across portions of Oklahoma, some low clouds across West Texas, and off to that's right along the front. Some showers in Mississippi, on over toward Atlanta, moving on down to the southeast. Things pretty nice up there. All right, let's take a look at radar. Have a better view of the light showers overhead. A few in and around Beaumont, a couple nearing Vidor, now up to around Evadale. These are working east-southeast about 15. Not a big deal here. Light stuff working on east-southeast, and even if you do get underneath one of these showers, won't last but a couple of minutes. Notice back to the northwest. Things are dry. A few little showers ahead of the front, western Louisiana. Not a big deal. This is certainly not going to help the burn ban. The showers moving through right now, just not enough of them, and certainly not heavy enough as these work on off, as I said, to the east-southeast, around 15 miles an hour as that front works on through the area. Well, a few out there. Things have dried out in the lakes, back off to the north and northwest. Things are looking good as well. All right, futurecast. Take a look at that. Front slowly working through the area. This mid-70s. Futurecast not really doing a good job dropping the temperatures of what's actually occurring. Not really dropping the temperatures enough. Notice at 3 p.m. the front almost to Port Arthur. Slow mover. So it kind of stalls out right overhead this evening, that front. So there's going to be some areas of fog tonight, especially south of Interstate 10 will probably be the best areas for fog. Light northerly winds coming up this evening in the Lake Series. See the fog, especially south, I'd say from about Bridge City to Rose City, southward to the coast. That's where the fog's going to be pretty dense tonight. There'll be less of that up to the north. We have light northerly winds. And you see the front stalling out there down to 63. We're going to drop to the 50s tonight. A little bit cooler tonight. Areas of fog, some clouds as well. And notice by morning, looks like the front does finally push to the coastline by 7 a.m. I still think this front's not strong enough to completely disperse of the fog. So I think there'll be some fog out there even after the front comes. So you see a northeast wind tonight. Now tomorrow, these winds will come back to the south and southeast as the front moves back to the north as a warm front. Now we do think that fog will be pretty dense Friday morning again, because we'll have south winds back tomorrow. So Friday morning, weather impact alert for fog. And of course it'll be, more dense in other places compared to others. Certainly use caution driving. All right, the rest of the afternoon, we'll go ahead and go mostly cloudy. 20% coverage of showers. That's about the coverage we're seeing right now. 20, maybe 30%, right around 20. Winds are shifting now to the west-northwest. Temperatures a little bit off here. We've reached the mid to upper 70s. We're going to drop a few degrees. Then it may rebound later today. 70s here in the triangle as well. Mostly cloudy tonight. Patches of fog, especially south of Interstate 10. Low temperatures, 50s. We had upper 50s this morning, mid 50s tonight, so maybe a couple degrees cooler tonight than what we had this morning, especially up in the lake. Some low 50s again coming up for tomorrow morning. All right, 20% rain coverage, nothing for the lakes. Tonight, 57 up to 77 tomorrow. Notice those winds shifting back out of the south. That's the reason for the fog there Friday morning. And then showers and thunderstorms will be likely as a stronger front works in.